Yes, it is me, yours truly, Marlo Davis. Let's do a quick sound check to make sure you can hear me. All right, you can hear me, you can see me. We are live. I am so excited to be here, guys. I really am. And first of all, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Whether you're tuning in to the live show or you're watching the replay, we are so very thankful and grateful for you to put your eyes on the prize where we give you information and inspiration to impact the nation. You're watching the Marlo Davis Show. Yes, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are here to help you to have total prosperity in every area of your life. We're talking about mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, as well as relationship-wise. It's all about information and inspiration. We want to make that impact. We want to make sure we help you to walk in your full potential. So on Thursday, every Thursday at 7 p.m., we're going to be right here, okay? And then you can join us back on Monday, every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Money Madness. Money Madness with yours truly, Marlo Davis. We have special guests that come in. You missed our special guest this past week that we had Mr. Vincent Lee. That brother is a young brother killing it in the stock market, doing day trading and things that. Don't ask me all that stuff. He explained all that stuff. Make sure you go back and watch the video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the video right here in the replay that talks about what he did last week, talking about the stock market from Money Madness. So you could go back and check it out. Right here, it's going to be here in the replay. So make sure you go back within 24 hours or so and check out this video. I normally go back and do some editing and put the video in and things of that nature so you can check it out. So make sure you check it out right here to watch Money Madness. But every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Money Madness, about how to make money, keep money, protect money, grow money, because it's all your money. Money Madness every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So welcome, Miss Marlo Davis Show. I'm excited because tonight we're going to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart. We have been piping about this for years in business presentations all around the globe. We have been saying this, and guys, now it is here. It is here. So what I want you to do before we get started all the way live, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and share this video. Click like, click share if you haven't done so yet, because you're so awesome. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. And then, because you want to have a relationship with me on a constant basis and you want to get all the juicy details and see my pretty face in the place, go ahead and hit that bell. Hit the subscribe bell, hit the bell so you can get the alert, so you can know what's going on for Monday, for Thursday, and the little extras that I give you throughout the week, okay? So, this is what I want to get into. I want to talk about what we have been noticing, what we have been talking about for years, and now it is upon us. And some people thought it was just elaborate words that we were saying. They thought we were just pontificating on the mic. They thought that we were just playing games. No, we weren't. We saw what was happening. And what am I talking about? We told people that more and more businesses are going from brick and mortar to click and order. From brick and mortar to click and order. Why? Because it is so much better, so much easier, and you can diversify quicker, faster, efficiently by click and order. Okay? Amazon proved it. Everything shut down. Amazon wasn't shut down. They were not. You could get your toilet tissue, your toothpaste, and get your linen too. You could get anything on Amazon. Amazon.com, they were there to allow you to get the toilet tissue that you couldn't get and couldn't go to your store. And guys, listen, so many companies, I was telling my husband, when the shutdown first happened here in Georgia, around about towards the third week in March, I'll never, ever forget, because my birthday, March the 4th, and you're watching, you better remember my birthday next year by God's grace and mercy. Okay, because it's going to be the big 5-0 for me, and we got some special things happening. But on my birthday, March the 4th, it was like nothing had happened. We heard it was in China, right? And so we were not thinking about it. And then March the 11th, my daughter's birthday, we went out and did our thing, and it seemed like that weekend, everything came to a halt. And I remember sometime, was it April, honey, that we went into the mall? Had to be early April. We went into the mall and we saw the mall doors was opening. So we was like, are they open? And so my husband and I, we walked into the mall, and of course the stores was closed. It was just open for mall walkers. Mm-hmm. Mall walkers, they go in, they just walk and do their deal. And so it was open for mall walkers. And we saw all these stores, and us being entrepreneurs and owning several businesses, it really hurt my heart, and it hurt my husband's heart, because I was like, it would have been so awesome if all these people had websites, if they already had some kind of website, some kind of funnel that they could put on their door and say, no worries, you can still get the products and services that you love, that you're used to, see our new specials, get special discounts, use the promo code if you shop online. This is our COVID promo code, things of that nature, and the people could have still been earning income. And so what I want to share with you, there's a couple of businesses that I took a picture of this, and let me see if I can find it for you, that it really blew my mind, because we've been talking about this for a long time. And let's see here, is this it? No, I just did this. Come on now, stop playing games. It was just there it is. Okay, so the largest bankruptcies in 2020 due to COVID-19, okay? The largest bankruptcies. I'm just going to go over a couple of them because I don't want to stay there. What I want to do is focus on the click and order and what you need to do, what I would suggest you do to make sure that you have the futuristic mindset, that chess mindset when it comes to business. And hopefully you have learned some things during this COVID-19 when it comes to business. You got to be quick thinking, fast moving, right down to modern day times. You got to be flexible. You can't be a person that is not adaptable. You got to be able to adapt to change. You got to embrace change. You got to stop the bitching and complaining and the moaning and the growing. And you got to get into go mode and change mode. That's what you're going to have to do. Or, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get left behind. And that's just it. So, some of the biggest companies that have filed bankruptcy, I was looking at this, the Hertz Corporation. They filed bankruptcy May the 22nd of this year. Their actual assets was over 25 billion, and their liabilities was 24 billion, Bruce. 24 billion. So you're 1 billion away from just totally out of the game. Wow. Jesus. Yep. And that's so Hertz, that's the rental car company. Automotive, that's what they're in. I'm just looking at these numbers right quick. I kind of got lost. And then you have, I'm not familiar with LATAM Airlines Group. Of course, that they filed bankruptcy May the 25th. Their assets were 21 billion. Their liabilities were 17 billion. Of course, that's aviation. We're familiar with Frontier Communications Corporation. It's telecom. They filed April the 14th. And their assets were 17 billion. Liabilities, goodness, 21 billion.
Wow. So there are 4 billion in the hole.
4 billion in the hole. And one that we do know, Jcpenney, grew up on Jcpenney. Remember, we grew up on the magazines, the Jcpenney magazines. My mama used to get them. We used to order from the JC and the Sears catalog. Remember the Sears it used to smell so good coming in the mail and all that print. I'm telling you, we used to love to open it and get, we loved JCPenney and Sears. Well, JCPenney, they filed bankruptcy on May the 15th of this year. Oh, God, my heart hurts. Their assets was 7.9 billion. And their liabilities was 7.1 billion. Wow. Goodness, and that's retail. Another retail company, and I'm probably going to end with this one right here. Another retail company, Neiman Marcus. What? Bruce. Neiman Marcus filed bankruptcy May the 7th, 2020. Their actual assets was 7.5 billion, and their liabilities was 6.7 billion. And that's retail. So as I was looking at this, I was like, wow. Neiman Marcus, like a lot of these companies.
These are some posh companies.
Yeah, posh. That's a key word, posh. A lot of these companies filing bankruptcy, trying to figure out how to reconfigure and get back into the green light instead of the red light, And so it made me think about what our mentors have taught us years and years ago. And I remember some of the presentations, we would stand before people and we would just say, there's going to be a time that people are going to be going away from the brick and mortar and they're going to be looking at the click and order. Here's the thing, and write this down, and I'm telling you, you're going to be like, I heard it on the Marlo Davis show. Here's what you got to do, guys. You got to be innovative. And I'm going to let you in on my mindset. I'm going to let you in a conversation that I have with myself when it comes to business. And this is the reason why we know by God's grace, the only way that this will stop if God says it's time to go. And I pray to God that he bless us to live a long, healthy life. But as long as God allows us to breathe breath and be on this planet, we're going to dominate in any industry that we're in. That's just it, because of the mindset that God has blessed us to have, and the people that we are surrounding ourselves around that have poured this information in years and years and years. And now I thank God for total recall. That's one thing that I said, God, give me total recall. You keep my mind sharp, keep my eyes open, my ears open to hear what it is that I need to hear, to do what it is I need to do, and to change what I need to change. And so basically, one of the things is to let you in on my mind. I think about what products or services that I can create. What products or services can I, and this is for people who, okay, because let me roll back a little bit. There's home-based businesses out there today. Home-based businesses, direct sales, network marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it, that's in the beauty industry, that's in the health and wellness industry, that's in the travel industry, in the finance industry, insurance industry, that's in all these different industries, that if you are a person who don't have the energy, the time, or the fortitude that it's going to take to create something, then I would definitely say look over there. Look at some of these products and services that these people have that are legitimate businesses. I'm not talking about these other things that's out there. I'm talking about real legitimate businesses, product and service based businesses that will allow you to diversify, that will allow you to go beyond where you're located. And now, I just thought about this, Bruce. What about people who are in those industries and you can't even get in the border right now? So are they allowing you as products over in different countries that they're not even allowing us in? That's another thing to think about. Okay. So what I look at is this. You're never a prophet in your own land, right? So get out of your city, get out of your state. How can I get out? I said first, I talked about this when creating something. How can I get out of my city and state and get into other cities and other states, right? And then eventually look at some people, they will put products in USA and Canada. That's how they always start off, USA and Canada. And then from Canada, they go to London, and from London, they go to Nigeria. From Nigeria, it's just that it's the travel. If you look at how things are connected, it only takes a few hours to get to London from Nigeria and vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? So people look at that stuff. So when I look at my mind, let's go back. It's a lot going on in there. I'm going to tell you that. But one of the things I look at as business, I look at as what products and services that I can create that, number one, that will allow me to erase my presence from it, that will allow me to automate it. Meaning that in my mind, what I want the consumer to do is I want the consumer to perhaps see an ad, whether it's a video ad, a Facebook ad, a Google, it doesn't matter. I want the consumer to see an ad. I want that ad to lead them to a landing page of some sort. That landing page then allows me to now get a lead capture system going in, because it allows them to put their name and email in there. And once they do that, then I want it to be able to take them to the offer that I'm giving them, whatever the offer is or whatever. And before they leave, I may even include, before they check out, an upsell that allows me to promote some other stuff, right? And then of course you got to have that integrated where you can take payments. We use Stripe, we could use PayPal, but we use Stripe for a lot of our stores. And then from there, it allows them to now receive a link or something that now allows them to download the webinar, the class, the book, the ebook, the whatever product or services, to get on the calendar for coaching, whatever. So I look for a smooth system. I was talking to a friend today, and say I call myself a funnel hacker because I absolutely positively love using ClickFunnels. Okay, and I will make sure that I put my link in the description down low. Let me make sure I put that down there. Put link down low. So I can let you, if you're asking what is the process in creating, I'm going to put my links down below so you can be able to, and yes, this is my affiliate links for ClickFunnels, for everything that I use. Oh, I'm going to get paid off of it too. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you got to think. That's called multiple streams of income. Okay, so I want to make sure that I have the landing page. I want to make sure that I have the product page. I want to be able to make sure I can integrate the auto system that allows me to get the people names and things of that nature. I want to make sure I can integrate the payment integration. I want to make sure that everything is smooth. So that's what I think about. It sounds like a lot of moving parts, but when you break it down, step 1, step 2, step 3, it's very easy. So what products can you create? I read a book that was talking about expert secrets. I think that's Russell Brunson. He created that book. And basically, he talks about everyone is an expert. You have some skill, some talent, some ability that you could write down. I don't care if it's a ebook or a workbook that you sell for $19.95 that's got some tips and some instruction on various things that you have to come up. What is your skill? Ask yourself, what are you good at? What could you teach on that that is adds value to the marketplace? Because you get paid to add value to the marketplace. You get paid to add value. You get paid to add a service. That's what you got to think about. What products and services can I offer? I have some people that I know that are my clients that have created a Shopify store. And they into niche marketing. They sell different things that there is a niche going on for that product or whatever. Little funny t-shirts they may have that have funny and crazy quotes on it and funny, it's a babe. The more and more I'm talking, while I'm talking to you guys, I talk to Bruce on camera too, because Bruce is my husband, he's my friend, and I have to bounce stuff off. But babe, there's no reason for nobody to be broke. As I'm sitting up here talking, Bruce, I'm sitting up here seeing all these products that's coming up in my mind. Like, you could create that, you could create this, you could create that, but people don't create no more. All they do is this. Scroll, 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 scroll. That's all they do. They're on social media, watching TV. They don't create no more. We have to be creators. We have to stay in the creation, not in the competition. Because when you compete, you're putting yourself against somebody that, hey, maybe more skill, more talent than you or whatever, or you limiting yourself. You're limiting your scope to them when you might be greater than them, and you're limiting yourself. Don't get me to going off, but that's just what it is.
Or even staying a consumer.
Exactly. I don't compete. I create. So back to what I was saying, because I can go real off real quick. Creating products and services. There's no reason for nobody to be broke. You can look at some of the things. Social media be giving you some hints and clues too, because people be telling you, if you're gonna scroll, listen to the people. The people are humming right now. The people are telling you what they want. The people are. You can do surveys, especially if you belong to a group. You could do surveys and ask people, what is it that you suffer from the most in your business? What kind of style you like? What kind of, do you like wear t-shirts? Do you wear t-shirts? Are you into cartoon t-shirts? Or are you into word t-shirt? Are you into expressions? Or you whatever? Ask your people. Create something that you can ask, and then you could create. It's so easy to throw a landing page up. I was telling my husband this, guys, before I go on to the next point. Number one, you need to write down. What products can I create? What skill base do I have? What knowledge do I have that I could share to the masses that I know somebody would want to learn? Where I could create an ebook, where I could create a webinar, where I could create a 4-week course, where I could create shit, an ebook. And you can use ebooks as fishing tools to get people to opt in so you can be able to promote any product or service that you have in the near future. You got to play chess with these things. It's not checkers. It's business. It's chess. I keep telling y'all that. So while others are in crisis, you got others in increase. Always. Because other people are sitting up here worrying about a government creating some stuff for them, giving them some stimulus and all kind of craziness. Others are sitting up there stimulating their own economy. Which one you gonna do? Looking for a stimulus check? Or you gonna check your own stimulus? Uh-oh, that's deep right there. That's kind of... I think you should be looking at what can I create? Now, I talked about that. We're talking about, guys, today going from brick and mortar to click and order. What can I create online that will allow a person to see an ad, to see something, I intrigue them, it moves them to go from that ad to the product or service that I have to offer and buy, and make it where it if it's going to ship, make it where it don't take all day to ship it to them. Because some people lose people, and people will get what we call buyer's remorse, and they will ask for a refund. Um, what I strive to do is create things that you can't get no refund. You can get a credit to some other products and services that we have. Refunds, I don't think so. We don't do those. Because once you download that product, once you attend one class, that's it. You can't, no. That's it. You can, now, when it comes to, here's another thing. We're talking about, we're on products that you can create. I hope somebody's writing this stuff down, because I think I'm dropping some good stuff. Don't you think I'm dropping some good stuff, babe? I think, okay. So, what about memberships? What about creating online inner circles or memberships that people can belong to your membership, and they can get information from you, and they pay a monthly fee every month to be able to access information. We have an online university, twcuniversity.com. It's scrolling down below in case you was wondering, where it's an online platform that allows people to be educated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on various topics like taxes, finances, investing, real estate, personal development, just an array of products. And also, too, it allows them, if they choose, if they're looking for an opportunity to earn money, they could become an affiliate of TWC University and earn money from our business. Now, that's our online university. You could create something like that. And it allows anybody all over the world, wherever they are. Once they pay, they can access it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But also, too, there's nothing that I need to send them. They'll automatically create their username, create a password, and they're able to go into the system. And what I love is I'm not maintaining it in a sense of, yes, of course, I add extra courses every week. And now, because I used to when I first got started, I was putting in like hour videos. And then I talked to one of my mentors that have his own university as well. He's a multi-millionaire. He was like, you need to make that thing short. That hour that you're going to break down, make it part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, maybe 10 minutes a piece. Things of that. Make it short because of people mind, and people, don't make it long. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So now we're putting in shorter stuff, and you'll see things as as those who are members, you'll see more and more things coming in and making the vault so vast that it gives you a lot of different things to. I mean, that vault is so. I'm putting in hours and hours of work from what I've learned from mega millionaires, and that we're putting in ourselves, that our company will be a multi million dollar business because of what it is that we're doing. Is let me just tell you this. I was talking to a friend today, and we both was talking about how we don't even qualify for a stimulus because of the income that we've made. We just don't qualify. Now, I don't say that to brag or boast, but I say it because in my mind, I have always, even when I was abandoned with 4 kids, I did not want to go get any kind of assistance. I did not want to go get any food stamps or welfare or anything of that nature because I didn't want to be conditioned to depend on a system that can come in and tell me how much money I can get, if they can snatch it from me at any given time because I didn't meet in some kind of qualifications or any kind of foolishness like that. I did not want to be in that. So when I was abandoned with the 4 kids, I went and got help for only 90 days. Because I told them people, look, trust me, that's all I need. Give me 90 days. Give me 90 days. That's all I need. I'm not trying to be dependent on anybody. And so even I was telling a girl, I'm just letting you guys in on what I was telling my girlfriend today. I was telling her basically that I'm a married woman now, very happily married, grateful and thankful to God for my husband. But even so, I'm striving to reach a goal, a vision, a promise that we told each other when we got married. And so I was taught also winners create a condition in their mind to win. And in my mind, I'm creating in my mind that Bruce is here, but he's not here. That I'm not trying to depend on my husband financially, that I have to go out here and go and make it happen and do what I have to do. Why? Because I don't want to ever be in a situation, God forbid, that if something happened, then we're in bad shape, things of that nature. No, we're building a multi-million dollar business. And in turn, hopefully, by God's grace and mercy, within the next 3 to 5 years, it'll be $1 billion. It may be even quicker than that. Because we're not going to stop. We're not. And so you have to always be quick thinking, fast moving, right down to the modern day time. Instead of looking at Facebook all the time and other things, maybe look at the USA Today, maybe look at CNN, maybe I'm talking about newspaper though, and see what's going on and listen to the buzz that's out there and see what you could create that will allow you to serve the masses. Because I was told if you serve the masses, you're down with the classes. And that's what you got to think about. What can I create? What is my expertise? What is my talent? What is my know-how? What can I package? And I just gave you several different packaging that you could do right now from the comforts of your own home. Some of these companies that I mentioned, which I'm going to put the link down below, they give you 14-day trials before you even have. That's awesome, ain't it, babe? 14-day trials before you have to even pay not one dime. They're allowing you to utilize their system for 14 days. I'm going to drop it down below for you. I'm going to drop it down low, girl. Drop it down below. Drop it. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it for you. So, think about that. Products you could create. And then, I just said, the question is, what can I create that's easy for the customer to download and get to it right away? Think about that. Think about diversification. Now, I talked about this in one of my shows on Money Madness, I believe. I talked about diversifying economically, geographically, socially, and ethnically. If you want to know all about that, go check out my video that I talk about diversification. Okay? When I talked about, we even said something about economically. We even talked about, in economic, we talked about tier pricing. that we're talking about the diversification of having products that may be small ticket items, medium ticket items, large ticket items, that I can meet you where you are. Maybe they can't afford a $2,000 or $3,000 dollar product. Maybe they can afford a 1997 or a 500. I got people that buy our 1999 products. That's $19.97. I got people who buy our 500 and above products. I got people that buy our $2,000 products, and people who pay for consultations from 3,000, 5,000. The highest has been 10,000 consultation, because I was taught about diversification, and I was taught about not leaving any money on the table. I wanted to be where, and the way we work, and I'm just letting you in my mind, the way we work is we take a funnel, we create it, we make sure everything is integrated, we make sure that a person, once that they're able to even order from one of our other sites, whatever they're looking for. If it's an up sale, we put that in there, boom, take them to the next site, they pay for that. It's like the orchestra, babe. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm there, I'm the conductor. And that ad go, and I'm like, okay, this is for the coaching, this is for the online university, this is for the online courses, this is for the whatever, and that's the way you got. And on top of it, I'm an affiliate of other people programs because I utilize it. Why not get paid off of what I'm using? Makes sense. So that's that way. If it making sense, it's making dollars. And so we're talking about going from brick and mortar to click and order. You're watching the Marlo Davis show every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about information and inspiration to impact the nation. We're talking about having total prosperity in every area of your life, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, and having the right relationships. That's what Marlo Davis is about. I'm going to talk about any and everything that God bless me. If I feel that it's hot, I'm going to drop it right on the spot, right here on Marlo Davis show. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm going to give it to you whether you want it or not. I'm going to make sure you get it. So today, though, we're talking about, we started off talking about companies that have filed bankruptcy, like the Hertz Corporation, like Neiman Marcus, like Jcpenney. Top, as my husband said, posh companies. Why? We could get into it. We could get into COVID shut down a lot of people, man. COVID-19 and the goddamn cousin Corona, they just went around shutting down folks. Shutting down people. And so therefore the foot traffic was unavailable. And I often wonder, did they have, okay, so let's think about industries too. Because I talked about diversification. You got to diversify with the industry that you're in as well. This COVID should have you thinking about some things. It should have you reevaluating some things. Should have you asking yourself, am I in the right place at the right time doing the right things? Because maybe I need to switch industries. Maybe I need to switch professions. Maybe I need to learn something that I don't know, because what you don't know can hurt you. So I'm thinking about the Hertz Corporation. That's a hard one because that's rental cars. So I was told, though, because I thought that would have been brilliant, that people who were trying to get a car for Uber, that the Hertz Corporation was working with Uber to let them try to qualify for a car or something like that. I don't know. But that's something that I think about. How in the world could you automate that? And you can't automate that. But if I'm in a retail store business, that's kind of a little bit better, because they can go to my click and order. They could go to my website, my funnel, and they can see what they like and they can go there. And if you have a customer base, if you have an email list, this is very, very important. Now you can send people specials and coupons, out of sight, out of mind, money run out all the damn time. So if you don't have your business in people's face, it's going to be displaced. That's just it. Am I right? Am I right, Bruce?
Absolutely right. They
Uh,
go somewhere else.
they're going somewhere else. But if I have a email list, okay, email lists are still strong, man. If I have a list, I can contact my customers, my loyal customer, my brand loyal customers, and I can say to them, hey, look, we appreciate you during this time. We thank you guys for being loyal and for being loyal customers. We just want to make you aware, just in case you didn't know, that we're here to service all your needs. We're giving you a 20% coupon off this month. And here's some of the specials that we got going on. Lean with it, rock with it. I'm just trying to tell you, they need to hire me for a consultant. I do consulting. Do you need consulting in your business? If so, hit me up. TheLuckFirmLLC.com. That's TheLuckFirmLLC.com. TheLuckFirmLLC.com. It's down below, scrolling, as the awesome Bruce Davis always do. Keep us going. TheLuckFirmLLC.com. Go there. I'll give you a free 15-minute consultation. Okay, so because here's the thing, we're in profit mode. While others are in crisis, we're in increase by God's grace and mercy. And it's not to brag and boast, but God bless those who help themselves. Faith and work must go together. Faith and work. And you got to be like the ant. What is the ant doing? The ant is constantly grinding, where the grasshopper is hopping around on social media, scrolling and not doing a thing. And then when the winter comes, the grasshopper die and the ant take the grasshopper down the hole and eat it. So right now I'm giving you some things that I would definitely say that you want to look at to make sure that you stay in profit zone. Because more and more people, here's the thing, if nobody's walking in these stores, they can't afford the rent. They can't afford the building. Therefore, the store is no more. Okay? So it's so easy for me to create a product from my skill, from my know-how, from my ability. I could create a 4-week course. I could create an ebook. I could create a book. I could create a webinar. I could create a seminar online. Call it online experience. That's coming up real soon for our Supercharge Your Business, Increase Your Profit boot camp. We have a boot camp that we do 4 times a year. And COVID came in and COVID said, no, my friend, they're not going to come up into the house. But that's okay, COVID. Because we did what LL Cool J said. Mama said, knock you out. And we decided to create an online experience. So people can still get the information, inspiration to go out there and impact the nation. You won't stop us. Why? Because we play chess, not checkers. One move at a time. And that's all it takes. But I do pray. I'm going to tell you, my secret ingredient, my secret weapon is God. I pray all the time. I ask for direction. I ask God to give me infinite knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And I sit down and I listen and I move. We was talking about, okay, here's another thing. As we're talking about going, I hope you write this down, because I jump from one thing to another because it be hitting me. But I hope you write down, I need to create a product or service that I can automate, that I can earn money in my sleep, that it does not require me to have a standalone store, and it will allow me to have products and services that are in demand, that I can make sure that I can diversify, where it's not just in online, just in my state, that I make sure that I put it all out there. And if you don't know how to do it, you don't know where to start, theluckfirmllc.com. Go there. I'm going to give you a free 15-minute consultation that we can talk it out. We can walk it out. and we can figure it out so you can be in product mode, you could be in lunch mode, you could be in financial green mode like we are, right? Because I have paid the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I have spent countless hours sitting down, going from state to state, conference to conference, getting all the golden nuggets. For what? To put it to work. Some of you guys just got notes sitting on the shelf and ain't did a damn thing with it. No, when I went and paid that money to sit down, and I flew out there and I've stayed in the hotel, and the meeting after the meeting and the meeting after the meeting after the meeting, I was there taking notes, asking questions, because I said I'm going to implement it. And it's only by the grace and mercy of God that we've been able to implement it. And I just want to let you know, this is where you got to be. Quick thinking, fast moving, right down to modern day time. That's what you got to be. So think about products you could create. Think about diversification. Think about automation. Automation is key. What is automation? It is a system that you put together that will allow you to kind of move out of the way where it doesn't require all of your time and energy. Like webinars is a great automation tool because it allows me to create an on-demand webinar. Let me say it like that. On-demand webinar. We're talking about going from brick and mortar to click and order. What can I do that will allow me to earn money in my sleep that do not require for me to have a standalone store where there's no traffic because COVID and his cousin Corona is cutting up and acting the fool. And so people are afraid to step out. Now, I have went to Target and Walmart and other stores like that while they're thriving because they have the necessary products and services that people look for. Am I right?
They have a lot of consumables.
A lot of consumables. People need it. Toilet paper, toothpaste, things of that nature. I remember back in the day, I got to talk to my mentor. I had to talk to him because back in the day, I remember he had remember them online shopping malls? Mm-hmm. That you could buy pretty much anything and toilet tissue, toothpaste. I'm gonna ask him about that. Like, dude, look, you need to pump that back up. I'm gonna create my own online shopping mall. Write that down, babe. Let me write that down. Yeah. Good ideas come up. You got to go with it. You know, I be taking notes for my damn self. But anyway, this is what you got to think about: automation. What can I do one time and keep earning money from it? I can create a webinar on a course or whatever, a webinar on a subject that I know is in high demand. I go to YouTube and look and see what are people Googling, what are people searching for in YouTube, and I teach on it. Okay? I market it when I do my free videos that are called bait trappers. That it's like clickbait that allows people to click on it, they watch it, and it sends them to the paid site to register. Okay, when someone does that, I did the webinar a long time ago. It's been uploaded. It asked them, the system that I use, asked them, when do you want to watch this? You know, you can watch it right now, or you can watch it tomorrow at 12 or tomorrow at 2. And they're able to choose in their mind, like, oh, this is live. They're able to choose when they want to watch it. They watch it, but money already don't came my way. So this is the things that you got to think about. You got to get in creative mode. You got to be willing to learn, willing to change. You got to be flexible. You got to be adaptable. You got to be willing to sit down, and if you got to bust up the plan, I mean, tear that shit up all the way down to the ground and start all the way back over, that's what you got to do. Because maybe what you created or maybe what you were doing, that was so 2019. We're about to be 2021. 2020 is gone. You realize that 2020 is, babe, it's about to be August. We're about to be saying Merry Christmas in just a minute. And I feel that 2020 was God's way of sitting us down to meditate on what is important. because some of us have lost our mind and lost our way. And I think it was a way for us to reset, a reset on everything, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, relationship wise, to even, really look at who you're hanging around, what you're reading, what you're watching, who you're idolizing when we shouldn't be idolizing anyone. Just so much I feel that 2020 has done, and unfortunately my heart ache for anybody who have lost their life in 2020 or have lost someone in 2020. Like I lost my brother in February in 2020, and it's been hard. It's been painful. Even today, I was thinking about my baby brother, but I said at least he's not suffering by God's grace and mercy. But 2020 has been interesting. One of the things that I asked God to use me till He used me up, and business has always been, okay, so let me tell you this. You may not know this. I always thought I was going to be a scientist because I love science. I killed science. Like, I assassinated science in elementary, middle, and high school. And even in college, I love, love, love science. Science and math. Math go with science. Science go with math. And still today, think about this. This is what happens. So I end up getting into the financial industry. I end up working for the Internal Revenue Service. I ended up doing audits and tax preparation and all that. Then I left the IRS, and then my last company I worked for, I did accounting and accounts payable. And then from that, I went into creating my own tax and financial company. Did that for over 20 years, and now rebranded ourselves, and we have our online university, we have our coaching firm, we have our online courses that we teach. Guys, we have different streams of income, and the funny thing is I'm being a scientist, and that's why I'm being what I thought I was going to always be. Yes, I'm a business owner, but it gives me, I can't even explain when I sit down. I'm like the mad scientist. Mad meaning making an aggressive decision. That's what makes me mad. I make an aggressive decision. And that's what we talk about when we talk about money madness. We're making aggressive decision to never be broke, busted, and disgusted again. That's what we do. So with that, you're going to fail a lot. Things going to work. Things are not going to work. But what God has put on my spirit is you got to have that bounce back. You know that little thing, that little balloon when we was little kids was like a clown and you used to punch it and it rock and it bounce. That's what you got to have. You got to have strong bounce back. You got to have rhinoceros skin. You got to be tough. You got to be willing to fail and willing to put yourself out there. And that leads me to the point that I was going to make as I wrap this up. I was talking to a friend of mine today. We had a great conversation. We talk about a lot of stuff. And I said the difference between me and another person is I have the vision. I'm unstoppable. I'm not afraid to fail because I failed so many times. I'm not afraid to start over from scratch. I'm not afraid to put the product out there. I'm not afraid to create a new version. Some people, it's got to be so freaking perfect. Put the damn book out there, Annie Mae. Eat the cake. I'm so silly. Put the book out there. Put the ebook out there. Put the webinar out there. Put the 4-week course out there. Put the what is the thing, babe? When they on there and they listen to it on podcasts. Start your podcast. You wait for it to be perfect. It's no such thing as perfect. But it's perfect enough for somebody. And you might just make $1 off of it. And once you make $1 off of it, you can make 10, you can make 20, you can make 100, you can make 1,000. And that's the thing that my mentor told me. I said, how do you know that it works? Because I remember sitting at an IHOP at 2 a.m. in the morning, just sitting down talking to these black men, multi-millionaires. I'm looking at their life. I'm looking at how they living. I'm like, oh God, I need it. I want it. Why me? Why it ain't working, Lord? And I said, this question hit me. And I said, How do you know that what you're doing is working? That you should stay on that course? He said, and I think it was the most ingenious answer that I heard the little angels and the babies above playing the little harp and oh, is when he said, when you make $1 from it, it's working. Now you can scale it. You can revise it if need be. You can put out another version if need be. But let me be big, bad, and bold enough and in your face to say, put it out there. What you waiting for, George? What are you waiting for? Put the product out there. Put the service out there. Put the book out there. You can always do. I'm not talking about putting no craft stuff out there. I'm not talking about putting some inadequate stuff out there or some stuff that's junk. No, we're not talking about that, because you're going to walk in greatness. You're going to put quality products out there. But I'm saying there's no such thing. I have got to have the best illustrator in the world. I need the best cartoonist in the world. I need the best, and your bank account don't even say best. Your bank account saying you can't even afford the 3-letter ill in illustrate. Let's be real and let's draw it on back. I know you got big dreams, big goals, hallelujah. But the thing about it is, let's look at what can we do now. What can you do now that will allow you to go into profit mode, that will allow you to be able to afford an illustrator, that will allow you to be able to afford ads, that will allow you to be able to afford a team. Guys, it's a lot. It's a lot. And today I just want to, it was on my spirit. I said, I'm going to have to talk about this. I'm going to have to talk about this. There's companies that's failing. There's companies that's going bankrupt because somebody was not there, that wasn't the visionary, that when this shit hit in March, they didn't have the meeting to say, okay, the brain didn't come out and say, we see where this is going. We got to make sure we avert the pain and the loss of finances. We got to make sure, we got to somehow, some way. That's why it's very important to have a brain on your team. You understand? I was telling my son earlier, I said I used to watch the cartoon Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other one's insane. Well, the brain wasn't the genius. It was Pinky who was the genius. And Pinky would always get Brain out of trouble, and then Brain would repeat what Pinky already told him to do. This is what we're going to do. I'm like, yeah, Pinky told you that, like maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds previous. And you had to go through all this hell, and then boom, now you're going to do it. And so you need somebody that's going to fact check, that's going to have you to play, to force your hand, if you will, to play chess. For example, we're hiring right now. We're hiring because we're getting ready to open up in a pandemic. We're getting ready to open up a call center because we're going to have people promoting our products and services. We'll have all the other stuff that we need, but right now we're just looking for sales reps. That's just it. Everything else will come into fruition. We already see what it is that we need to do, and how, if we're going to get to a certain part, we got to be there. So we're sitting up here, my husband and I, thinking about, okay, how do we do this? Do we do have people to check their temperature? Do we do this? Do we that? How do we do this? How do we do social distance? Looking at other companies, how they're doing it. That's requiring their people to come to work still. How they're doing it. Looking at that flow, and just really, talking to other people, because we're looking at putting this out soon. And that will allow us to continue to keep promoting what's online. You didn't hear me say that people are going to go to a store. No, we just need more people that's going to be promoting our products and services. That's it. Along with the ads, along with the Facebook Lives, the YouTubes, the Instagrams, and all the social media stuff. We are ramping it up. Because there's people out there that's looking for opportunity. There's people out there that's hungry. There's people out there that's like right now just lost. And I want to be able to be the person in their face to say, let's go ahead and adapt. Let's move. Let's keep our eye on the prize. God got your back, jeans on your side. How can you lose? I don't know how you can lose unless you decide to just quit. That's just it. So, I just don't get comfortable. I'm a happily married woman. I got beautiful children. They're grown. The baby now just turned 24. We have beautiful granddaughters. What's the ages? Selena is 7, soon to be 8. And Sophia is now 5, right? 5 years old. Good gracious. Dang. That baby don't grew up. And our children have beautiful spouses. And when I think about my why is so incredibly jacked up high that I tell myself every day when I wake up, I have a responsibility to be successful. I could sit on my ass and watch soap operas all day if I wanted to, because Bruce by himself earns some damn good money. I could sit up there and be like, I don't have to do nothing. But my husband and I'll let you in on a conversation. We got married, and he told me, baby, you know what? You never have to work another day. Now, mind you, I hadn't worked a job in 20 years, so just building our business. But my husband said, baby, if you don't want to do business anymore, you just want to occasionally write a book, because he know I love writing books and stuff. Got a book getting ready to launch. He was like, if you just want to do that, or sometimes do your workshops, because he was one of my volunteers years ago when I didn't even realize it till I popped in a DVD of one of our conferences, and I'm like, Bruce, you was at that event. I forgot you volunteered when we first got started, and that was when I was in my 20s, and so and God bless him to come back and circle back in my 40s. So I thank God for that. But even with all that, I told Bruce, I said, that would have been awesome to hear in my 20s and 30s. And I said, but brother, you get me in my 40s. And I said, you got a woman that's got her Nike shoes on. I'm just running. I'm just going to do it. I said, but here's the thing. You take care of the living, I'll take care of the lifestyle. If I don't have to worry about bills and how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that, how and that, I could be creative and I could create the things that God wants us to do, so you can go ahead and do what it is that you want to do. And that's what we're doing. Okay, so you got to have a partnership. If you get in a partnership, you guys got to make sure you keep each other accountable, and you got to make sure you're ready to run, and you don't allow these outside distractions like sex and temptation and drugs and overspending and overeating and all sorts of things that may come your way to get you to drift from what it is that you need to do. I'm giving y'all a whole lot in this right here. This is a lot, right? Dropping nuggets. But that's what you got to make sure you do. And on top of it, you got to keep your eyes on the prize. You got to keep your eyes and ears open and your mouth closed sometimes on some of the things that you're doing, because enemies and sometimes enemy getting in your own way will try to prevent you from getting to where you need to be. So guys, this episode has been about going from brick and mortar to click and order. I want you to think about, again, as I started this broadcast, what can I create? What skill, what talent, what ability, what expert secrets do I have that I could turn into an ebook, that I could turn into a webinar, that I could turn into a 4-week series, an 8-week series. Maybe I can coach, maybe I can mentor, maybe I'm a motivator, maybe I'm a fitness guru. Maybe I could create, I'm into fitness, and I could create some videos, a series that people can take to work their abs, to work their backs, to work their chest, to work their legs, whatever. And that people can become a membership. Maybe you, with that fitness class, maybe you do an upsell that they can get in contact you with consulting, whatever. Don't let me do all the work. But I'm just trying to say, there's so many things that you can do yourself that does not require for you to go and take out a loan from a bank or get a PPP or ABC or 123 and then go out here and get yourself in debt when it's not even necessary. It's not even necessary. You can create right now online, some online courses. You could become a coach. You could become a mentor, a speaker right now from the comforts of your own home, and you can diversify and you can economize and you can grow that thing out. And I want to be the one to help you, because I am the mad scientist. I am going to make a massive agreement with you that we're going to be able to go out here and make an aggressive decision that we're not going to be broke. We're not going to allow a change of events in the atmosphere to put us in a place of fear. We're going to walk boldly the way God made us to walk upright with our head up. And we're going to believe like never before. We're going to work like never before, because there's people out there that's waiting for you to walk into your purpose, your dream, your goal. It's people waiting for you to crack the code in yourself so you can help them to crack the code in them. I want to be the one to just push your buttons a little bit more and tell you, what the hell are you waiting on? When you're going to do it. If you say you're going to do it, go and do it now. Do it now. And if you don't know what to do, if you're saying, well, Gene, I don't know what to do. TheLuckFirmLLC.com is scrolling down below. The Luck Firm. On that website, you'll see above my telephone number is there. I'm willing to give you a free 15-minute consult. I guarantee when you get off the damn phone, baby, you won't be alone. You'll be on your grind because you know it's time, because Gene Davis in the place, baby, right up in your damn face. I'm going to make it happen for you. God dang, I think I was a kid. I think I was kid to Ali, babe. You know how Ali was talking that. I think I was kid to him. I need to go Google that shit. Like, maybe that was my uncle or something, because that girl be on it. But you know what? I make it happen. And the proof is in the printout. It's in the dollar bill. And we don't need it to be in paper because it's on credit. We don't have to have it on paper. It's on credit, baby. They can get rid of the coins all they want to. We got the money, and it ain't funny. You understand? So, look, guys. Woo! This was good. Was it not, babe?
Very good.
This was, oh my God, this was good, no. This was good, no. You know, so, listen. I could be so silly. I just want to thank you guys for being here. And I want to work with you. I'm very serious when it comes to business. So if you ain't serious, please, in the name of Jesus, don't contact me, please. I want people who are ready to get off their aspirin and stop looking at all the terrible things that's going on in the world. And this one died, and that one died, and this one cried. This one was fried. Listen, no. Sometimes you got to pull that back and know that some things are above your pay grade, and know that God, you need to just pray that God handle what you can't handle, and work on what you can control. What can you control right now? You can control what's going in your mind, what's going in your ear gate, your eye gate, what you're speaking out of your mouth, what you're doing with your time. This is what you're in control of. Okay, so this is what you got to manipulate. This is what you got to work on. This is what you got to perfect, is your time and your mind. And sometimes you got to let go some of the people that's around you. And hopefully, by God's grace, you're not sleeping with the enemy, because I can't do nothing about that. Hopefully you got a team of people who are around you that support you. And if not, it's time to make some aggressive decisions. It's time to get mad. It's time to get mad and change some things up. Because one thing about it, I thank God that he blessed me with a strong team. My husband's strong, my children strong, my grandchildren strong. My friends are strong. That's just it. I hang around strong people. Men sharpen men, women sharpen women. And that's what we have to understand. Sharpen people, sharpen people. Weak people, weak people. Broken people, broke people. This is what you got to understand. So listen, if you need help, you're ready to make a change. Your store's about to go out. You're running out of inventory. Nobody's walking in. Nobody's buying the chicken and the gravy. Nobody's buying the fish sandwich. Nobody's buying the hair products like they were. Hell, you can't even get the hair products because they don't want to ship to America. And you're saying to yourself, oh my God, what do I need to do? You need a few minor adjustments. That's it. And I want to be there to be in your face to make those few minor adjustments to help you, if you will let me. So with that being said, guys, go to theluckfirmllc.com, claim your 15-minute free consult, honey, because that calendar fills up. And let me tell you, we busy. We making it happen, Captain. So here's what I'm saying. We're here for you. We're working on projects. I don't have to tell you what we're doing, but we're making it happen. Everything that we tell you, we're already doing it. So let me just say this. I pray that you definitely watch this a couple of times, you take some notes, and you use the help that's there for you. We're here to help you. We're here to answer your questions. We're here to give you some guidance. And yes, you'll get a free 15-minute consult. But anything other than that, there is a cost for it. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. I paid it. My husband paid it. And every successful person, we continue to keep paying it. You understand? So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this helped you out. Please do me a favor and click like, click share, subscribe, hit the bell no, so you can get all the updates. Okay, I want my Nigerian personality come out on you in any minute. Okay, so make sure you click the bell. Okay, make sure you stay in tune with us, and make sure you come back and visit us Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about money madness, about how to make money, keep money, protect money, grow money, because it's all your money. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to youtube.com/Jean Marlo Davis. While you're on the page, just hit the subscribe button. Or at the end of the video, when we hit the replay, you'll see the little thing that come up and say subscribe. Just hit it and subscribe, because we're here to keep your business alive and keep the money in your pocket, baby. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. One more thing. Can you leave a comment? Can you let me know if this helped you? If you have any questions? Can you give me some suggestions on what you want to see on Monday night versus Thursday night? Let me know, because I'm here to serve you. Okay? May God bless you. May he keep you. Stay away from a bunch of negative stuff. Stop inundating yourself with everything that's going on COVID. Be safe. Be wise. Walk in faith in, what I say, faith in intelligence, not fear. Okay? May God bless you and keep you. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. And you can have, be, do anything. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and leave a comment below. I'll see you Monday. Take care.